Acura as a brand doesn't have many vehicles, but the ones they do have usually sell really well. In no other case is that more true than the MDX, which is not only the brand's best seller, but also the best-selling 3-row luxury crossover. Last year brought a substantial update to the model, so for 2018, Acura focused their attention on bringing further refinements. With new rivals continuously popping up, let's see why the MDX has remained king. We would like to specially thank Courtesy Acura for allowing us to film today's vehicle. If you want to check out their huge inventory of new Acuras, a link to their website and their physical address has been provided in the video description. Every MDX comes standard with keyless entry and this really high quality key fob. I like the feel of this and the real metal trim. You also get remote start on technology and advanced trims. Those same two trims also get power folding rears. As always, let's start out under the hood. Under the hood, the MDX sees no changes to its powertrain setup. That means you'll still find a 3.5-liter V6 engine, which produces 290 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque. It is paired exclusively to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and you can choose between front or super handling all-wheel drive on all 3 trims. There is also a hybrid powertrain, but we'll be covering the Sport Hybrid in a separate video. You don't have to get the hybrid model to get good fuel economy. The front-wheel drive model is rated at 19 city, 27 highway, 22 combined, and the all-wheel drive one gets 1 mpg less at 18 city, 26 highway, 21 combined. However, if you choose the loaded MDX Advanced model, you get auto start-stop, and that raises the combined rating of both by 1 mpg combined. Now that we've covered the basic information, let's take a detailed look at the exterior. So on the outside, Acura kept the changes to 2 new shades of red, but everything else is carryover. That's certainly not a bad thing since many parts were significantly changed last year, like this grille. This is Acura's new diamond pentagon design, which, as the name would suggest, features little diamond shapes coming out from a large emblem. The brand's signature jewel-eye LED headlights are also present. It also has LED daytime running lights and turn signals, in addition to the LED fog lamps on the Advance. Ground clearance is 7.3 inches, pretty standard for the class. As you would expect, each trim comes with its own wheel design. The Advance comes with these 20-inch split 5-spoke alloy wheels with gray inserts. And the Technology also has 20-inch wheels with a different design. The base model's wheels are 18-inch alloys, but any of the trims can choose the optional Berlina black or dark chrome wheels, also 20 inches. The brakes are 12.6-inch ventilated disc in the front, and 13-inch solid disc brakes in the rear. The tires are all seasons. Heading up to the mirrors, they are power adjusting, heated, and have turn signals on all models. The Technology adds power folding and the Advance auto dimming. To my eye, the MDX hides its size much better than most rivals. Since at 196 inches long, it is almost identical to the Infiniti QX60 and Audi Q7, both of which look much bigger to me. Of course, when it comes to features, none are more important to a family vehicle than safety. Not only is the MDX an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, the highest possible rating, it also comes with the Acura Watch Suite Standard. That package includes forward emergency braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and auto high beam headlights. Besides for Lexus, most rivals charge a significant amount of money for that level of equipment. Every MDX comes with a 19.5-gallon fuel tank. Depending on how it is equipped, it either gets 21, 22, or 23 miles per gallon combined. Acura recommends premium fuel, but it's not required. Looking at the rear of the MDX, it continues on unaltered. These premium-looking taillights also carry forward. They are fully LED. And down below, you have the integrated dual exhausts that were added last year. Of course, towing is not what the MDX was designed for, but it can handle 3,500 pounds with front-wheel drive and 5,000 pounds with all-wheel drive. You've got a standard rear spoiler, but these silver roof rails are Advance exclusive. Well, that pretty much wraps up the exterior, so now let's hop inside and see if anything's changed in there. Looking inside the MDX, you'll continue to find the same basic looks. This is the Greystone color scheme, with natural olive ash wood and Milano leather on the Advance. The other color options are ebony, parchment, and espresso, though lesser MDXs come with faux wood and lower grade leather. The door trim also uses nice materials. There is stitched leather on the armrest, and really nice open pore wood here. All 4 of the windows are fully automatic. You also have 2-person memory functions, which are standard on every model. Every MDX comes with this 10-way power adjusting seat with 2-way power lumbar. Like I said, this is the Milano leather, and it feels quite nice. It also has unique black piping and stitching. First looking around, you are greeted by the familiar Acura look, but there are some changes hiding around. To go along with that, you have pretty nice materials. All of the upper dash is made of black soft-touch plastic with a high-quality graining. And below is more natural wood and aluminum. The lower areas are also padded, and everything fits together nicely. To start, press the standard button. Every model will come with these two screens, which look the same as last year, but have actually been upgraded. More on that later. The gauges have the traditional Acura design, and you have a basic looking multifunction display. It's not particularly good looking, but it does have all the expected stuff. Every MDX comes with electric power steering, and gets this nice leather wrapped steering wheel with stitching. On the left side there are phone, voice, and audio controls, plus one for the Advance's heated steering wheel. The other side contains the adaptive cruise and some safety systems. The windshield wipers are rain sensing on technology and up, and here are the standard paddle shifters. Finally, the wheel itself is power adjusting. There are a lot of controls over here, but the important ones are the electronic parking brake and subsequent brake hold feature. This would allow you to take your foot off the brake when engaged. Up here in the pillar you have the blind spot monitoring. This is probably an easier place to see it instead of on the outside mirror. Moving on to storage, this is an area where the MDX really shines. This console is two-tiered, with a small part up here, and a substantial amount of storage in here. This part also slides, and as you can see it's all connected as one big bin. You also have 3 charging USBs, an aux jack, and a 12-volt outlet. Up here's a pretty small area, but it is felt lined with a 12-volt outlet. Interestingly, this electronic shifter doesn't really free up any space. Just press the D for drive. Under that is the drive mode button. You can cycle through normal, comfort, or sport modes, each one making small changes to the dynamics. Every model will come with a standard backup camera, but we have the Surround View 360-degree system, which comes only on the Advance. As you can tell, it has parking sensors and trajectory. The mirror does tilt down in reverse to help you see the parking lines better. Moving on to the climate, it is dual zone automatic. And we have the same half physical and half digital setup. This works much better than last year, since the screen is a new capacitive one instead of a resistive type. We also have 3-stage heated seats standard on all models, but 3-stage ventilation is on the Advance only. Advance and Tech get this 10-speaker ELS audio system, so let's hear a sample. sound quality is nice and balanced, and overall it's good. And now that brings us to the redesigned AcuraLink system. Let's take a quick look. We still have an 8-inch display on the top and a 7-inch touch display on the bottom. Like I already mentioned, it is made from new technology, and the graphics have also been redesigned. The bottom screen is mostly used for audio stuff, so you can control the Bluetooth audio from here. All of these bottom knobs and buttons are for the top non-touch display. Starting with phone, we can enter into the phone book with all your contacts automatically synced over. The bottom screen pops up a keyboard so that you can quickly search for a certain person. Integrated navigation comes on tech and advanced models. It's certainly not the most updated looking setup, but it gets the job done. However, new this year, you don't have to use this if you don't want to, because every MDX now has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This is a very nice addition, which some of the MDX's biggest rivals still neglect. Finally, there is a dedicated camera button, which gives you front, curbside, and wide-angle views. That's all I'm going to cover in this video, but if you'd like to see a very detailed tutorial on the AcuraLink system, then check out our dedicated tech help video. A link is provided in the video description. Up top, you have a frameless glass auto-dimming rearview mirror, and HomeLink universal remotes are up here. Every MDX does come standard with a moonroof. It's just the normal size setup, since there is no panoramic one available. So overall, the MDX's interior continues to be a great all-arounder. In addition to being quiet, comfortable, and spacious, Acura includes a high level of standard equipment that most rivals charge extra for. It remains an excellent choice. Now I'll hand it off to my brother to finish things off.
The back door trim on the MDX is quite nice, with padded leather all over the bottom and on the area above it. There's also some Advance exclusive wood. Also only on the Advance are these nice window sunshades. Regarding the space in the Acura, you have 36.6 inches of legroom and 38.3 inches of headroom. That lands it as one of the smallest in the class, and you can definitely notice that difference once you get in. Part of the refresh last year was adding in the center console on the Advance, but the other two trims will have bench seating. The seat itself does have the same contrast stitching as the front. In the center area, you'll find a lot of controls, especially on our loaded model. They all get these vents, controlled by these buttons down here. Advanced and entertainment packages also add these 3-stage heated rear seats. Below, there's a little bit of storage space. This console area has 2 cup holders up front, and behind the wood cover is a large storage bin with 2 smart charging USBs. This thing also folds up to give you some more space. You got some lights up top, a pretty nice headliner, and an assist grip. Now like I said, space isn't the best, and that shows behind Drew's seating position. It really isn't all that great, even for my feet. With it all the way back, legroom is definitely limited. With that said though, the MDX's rear seat is an extremely nice place to ride along in. It's loaded to the gills with features the whole family will love, and the seats are comfortable. Getting into the third row is some of the easiest in the business. Just tap this button. That'll reveal 28.1 inches of legroom and 35.6 inches of headroom. Once again, smaller than rivals. Once you get situated, you'll realize that legroom is non-existent, and neither is thigh support. Acura does, however, throw in some smart charging USBs, and a light up top. Heading around to the cargo area, you'll find a power tailgate standard across all trims. Behind the third row, there's 15 cubic feet of space, 38.4 cubic feet behind the second row, and a maximum of 68.4 cubic feet. Not surprisingly, that is smaller than most rivals, besides for the Lexus RX. To fold the third row, just grab this handle and push. Oddly, a power folding third row isn't available. The passenger seat is 8-way power on all trims, but the Advance does throw in power lumbar. Materials in front of the passenger are good for the class, with padding even on the glove box. Once you open it, you'll find a nice amount of space with a premium felt lining. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed watching the first in-depth look at the 2018 Acura MDX Advance. Stay watching for a look at the pricing, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons below. We'll catch you next time.